Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos recently disclosed that they had lost a loved one during a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark. The two talked about how much their loved one meant to them during the tearful session. They also talked about the support they'd gotten since the announcement. Mark Consuelos revealed that yesterday was a tough day. The well-known married pair Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos co-host their talk program, Live with Kelly and Mark. As a result, the series frequently discusses their personal lives. Notably, Ripa revealed on a recent show that a loved one had recently passed away in their family. Notably, the news was also announced near the beginning of this Wednesday's show. People reports that Ripa and Consuelos talked candidly about the death of their dog, Chewy, who died on February 4. When she passed away, the brown and white Shih Tzu was just 17 years old. According to the pair, Chewy was put down when a veterinarian came to the family's residence in New York City to carry out the euthanasia. "We had a rough day yesterday," Consuelos said. "Yesterday, we had to bid Chewy farewell. Chewy had been eating less and less over the past 2 weeks and had stopped eating for a few days. She had some neurological issues and was severely dehydrated. And you believe, all right, I'm doing the right thing, but this isn't going to be easy." As a married couple, it's likely one of the most difficult things we've ever had to do. I'm sure domestic pet owners can relate to this. Only a pet owner can truly comprehend this type of loss. However, we knew that we made the right decision because she would have a very difficult time over the next few days. In fact, Chewy entered the lives of the couple through Live with Kelly and Mark. Interestingly, Chewy has already been on the show. She was introduced to Ripa and Consuelos during a series about adoption. "We wouldn't know Chewy if it weren't for this show," Consuelos revealed, adding that she grew up with our kids. As Consuelos talked, Ripa was spotted blotting away her tears. He mentioned that he wished to help his partner with the heavy lifting, but Ripa herself wished to talk. "I sincerely apologize," she said. "Guys, I thought I said everything. I truly felt like I had spoken everything, and I'm sorry. This is not how I expected things to turn out. She provided us with so much. We are so appreciative of this puppy." Chewy stayed right there while all of our children moved out on their own and went off to college. "Our loyal friend. We're extremely fortunate. We are extremely lucky to have never experienced such a great loss in our life. All of our parents are still with us. We're quite lucky." The pair also revealed that after the news, friends showered them with support. People gathered to bid Chewy farewell since she was such a cherished community member, as Ripa observed. "She was like the neighborhood dog, not just ours." Have you watched the most recent Live with Kelly and Mark episode? For the most recent TV and celebrity news, be sure to return to TV show's Ace. The morning light outside the Live with Kelly and Mark studio usually carried with it a buzz of anticipation. A mix of fans lined up on the sidewalk, camera crews unloading gear, and producers rushing in with last-minute notes. But on this particular morning, the air felt heavy. When Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos walked onto their stage, the usual sparkle in their eyes had dimmed. The couple, who had built their careers on laughter, lighthearted banter, and the comforting rhythm of morning television, were facing something they had never expected to share so publicly: grief. A somber opening. As the cameras rolled, Kelly and Mark didn't launch into their usual chatter about the latest viral moment or funny story from their family. Instead, they held hands, a visible tether of strength between them. Kelly's voice, steady but thick with emotion, broke the silence. "Today," she began, pausing to collect herself, "Mark and I want to talk about something very close to our hearts. We'd experienced a loss. One that has shaken our family, our friends, and our community." The audience fell still. Kelly explained that their beloved family dog, Chewy, had passed away after nearly 16 years of unconditional love. The bond they shared. For years, Kelly and Mark had occasionally mentioned Chewy on the show, sharing stories of his stubborn personality, his hilarious antics, and the way he would often bark in the background during home tapings in the pandemic era. Fans remembered those moments fondly, Chewy wandering into camera view, Or Kelly rolling her eyes with affection as she admitted he always stole Mark's side of the bed when he traveled. He was more than a dog, Mark said softly, his hand squeezing Kelly's. He was family. He was the glue in so many of our hardest days. If we fought, he was the one who would come between us. If the kids were upset, he was the first one to comfort them. Chewie had been there when their children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, grew up and left for college. He had been there through career changes, long days on set, and late nights of family laughter. His presence was constant, steady, and deeply woven into the fabric of their lives. Grieving in public, sharing loss on live television is never easy, but Kelly and Mark chose honesty over silence. I debated whether to even bring this up, Kelly admitted, tears pooling at the corners of her eyes. But then I thought about how many people out there have gone through this same heartbreak. Losing a pet, it's devastating. And talking about it helps even one person feel less alone, then it's worth it. The studio audience responded with gentle applause, many visibly moved. Mark added, "Grief is something we often try to hide, especially in a world where we're expected to keep smiling. But grief is love that doesn't know where to go. We love Chewie with everything we have."